In this video, I'm going to show you how these custom concrete forms were made. Everyone told me, why don't you just use sonotubes? But I wanted to do something different. The first step was cutting 7/16 OSB. Instead of a cylindrical pier, I wanted a square prism with chamfered corners for a more custom appearance. It's a lot more work and a lot more difficult, but I wanted the practice and the experience of building my own custom forms. Even though these piers won't be visible when the house is complete, anyone who does look under the house will know I took the extra steps to make them myself. I like to use clamps and a straight edge to get my cuts nice and straight. I know there are better ways to get straight cuts, but I have to use what I have available. Just look at that sawdust fly. I don't show it in the video, but I ripped some 2x4s in half to get 2x2s. Then I ripped the 2x2s in half diagonally to get large chamfer strips. Then I ripped the large chamfer strips in half again diagonally to get the final chamfer strip I will use to build the forms. Here are the materials laid out on the table that I will use to build the forms. Loading the pneumatic staple gun that I will use to assemble the pieces. Now I attach the chamfer strips to the form boards. I've got a lot of strips to nail. This is my first time building something like this, so I'm learning as I go. I'm trying to keep the edges lined up so everything is nice and straight. Here's another angle of the stapling process. First step is done. Ready to start assembly. Line up the pieces and take the first shot. Continue down the edge. Now the next piece. More staples. Now the third side. Here is the fourth side getting stapled into place. More staples for strength. Forms laid out and ready for the final assembly. I decided to try to use some screws because I think it will make it easier to disassemble the forms after the concrete dries. I'm pre-drilling the holes so the screw doesn't split the form board. Looks like they're going in nicely. My thought process here was that if I screw into the chamfer strip, it will keep the assembly nice and tight without staples. Here are the finished forms. Can you picture what the concrete will look like after the forms are stripped? Check back for my next video where I show how I set the forms.